When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
Sony. You stay fucking up. You stay taking the McVitie's biscuit and it does not have chocolate on it. The dry, crumbly, digestive biscuit. This generation has probably got to be one of the worst console generations ever. Especially if we're just looking at what Sony has done this gen. Sony are so retarded, yeah, like it is baffling to even trying to understand or comprehend their logic. Furthermore, they don't even have logic. Because coming off the back of the beautiful work that Stop Kidding Games have been doing for us gamers, doing the gaming god's work, and Cyberleak working in the shadows, also doing the gaming god's work, or you could probably say the demon god's work, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, yeah, you got these two entities that are fighting on our behalf because we got these fucking corpo fucks like Sony, Microsoft and Nintendo have been doing a fuckeries when it comes to violating us customers, abusing their privilege. And I say all this to say, yes, that like in Sony's wise, smart wisdom, they decided to send emails out to people, you know what I'm saying, especially over here in the UK, letting us know, was it letting us customers, which they consider consumers by the way, that we don't own shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you might buy our expensive console, you might buy our physical games, you might buy our digital games, you might even buy our hardware, but you know what? You don't own shit. Because even if we buy the hardware, it doesn't mean anything if we can't play the software. And if we can't play and have some form of ownership when it comes to the software and games that we're buying, then what are we doing in 2026? What are we doing in the game industry? I do not know. Now, Sony came out and basically said, Sony reminds PlayStation 5 owners their digital games are licensed, not sold, but Steam, Xbox and Nintendo all say the same. And what I will say to that, yeah, to this heading from Push Square, that is not entirely true, because Steam's and Valve's terms and conditions is slightly different, and you've got like platforms like GOG where you buy the game and you own the license, you can do what you want, which is basically what we want as gamers, you know what I'm saying? So this article is a little bit disingenuous, yeah, because I've gone through it.
Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
Because I'm going to go straight to the hardcore facts, and this article doesn't do this. And this is what I talked about before when I talked about the gaming industry and the gaming access media. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Instead of just giving us the pure facts and letting us make our decision about the hardcore facts, they want to like take a side because they are beholden to these corpo fucks. Like I said, they've got their tongue so far up their a-hole.
Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
You said something gay.
They are so shook of these corporations even far. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, best believe these access media, the woke gaming access media, are going to breathe that shit in like it's beautiful insects, like it's roses or something. This is what these fucks are going to do.
Stop it. Get some help.
The fact that Sony can come out and drop pages and pages of terms and conditions, basically telling us, like, on the eve of Wolverine coming out, on the eve of GTA 6 coming out.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
They come out and do this bullshit. Wild to me. It is wild to me. And you know what? Let's go to this tweet here. We got a tweet from Pio, you know what I'm saying? Basically summarized the whole thing, but we're going to break it down regardless, you know what I'm saying? So Sony is sending out emails updating and reminding people their PlayStation terms. Short version, it says, you don't own your digital games, you rent a license. If a account closed or banned, your games are gone, even paid ones. PlayStation can record your chats, clips and IP address. Clips you share, they can sell and put ads and you get no cut. Their liability is capped at 100 Great British pounds. This means if Sony screws something up and it costs you money, the most they'll pay you back is £100, no matter how much you actually lost. And this is the fuckeries I'm talking about. So let me get this right here. So if I have a digital game catalogue here that is worth hundreds and hundreds of pounds, let's say it's worth £1,000, let's just say for argument's sake here, and something that I have no control over here, where to the point of my account gets locked, or I get banned for some foolishness, or I get hacked and I don't get access, I can't get access to my account anymore. Are you trying to tell me that all they're gonna give me back is £100?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Are you taking the fucking liberties? In the word of the Virgin Mary, come again. This is some fuckeries. Sony is taking the piss. Are you fucking serious? After everything that has happened, after everything that is currently going on, Sony decides to do this. Sony decides to drop this. Basically, Sony are doubling, tripling down on our necks. That is basically what Sony is trying to do. Sony's basically telling us gamers, us customers, I don't give a fuck about your thoughts and your feelings. We run shit here. Sony is clearly in Lululand. Mad delusion. I think Sony is forgetting that without us customers, or what they consider consumers, they ain't shit. They are in a market of supply and demand. Hence how they make their money. So for Sony to come out with this emails and pages of terms and conditions basically telling us that we don't own shit and we're gonna DRM all your games and you can't borrow them, you can't lend them out, you can't do anything. Go and fuck yourself, Sony. Go and fuck yourself. And I will say that to any company or corporation that takes this bullshit stance. I wouldn't have much of a problem here if Sony decided to go straight from physical to digital if they had a service and terms and conditions like Valve, like Steam. I don't think us gamers would have much of a problem because they are gamer first, they are customer first. They don't refer to us as consumer, they don't treat us like consumers, they treat us like people. They treat us like customers, valid customers. But Sony hasn't done this. Sony hasn't treated us like customers since the beginning of PS4.
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
And I don't understand why they think they can get away with this bullshit. Maybe because they are solely hypnotized by the fact that the high majority of gamers are buying their games digitally. Like, we have just seen what has happened for all those owners that owned all those films when Sony decided to delete them from the catalogue that they paid full price for. They didn't reimburse any of these people, but we're meant to believe that they're going to give us £100.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
If we lose thousands of pounds worth of digital games that we don't own. Are you taking the Do you know what, yeah? Do you know what? Let's go through the terms and conditions a bit more thoroughly, you know what I'm saying? So I've got another tweet here by Rhino, you know what I'm saying, in regarding to the digital ownership, breaks it down a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So basically, 3.5, when purchasing or downloading a product, PlayStation Store Digital. 13.5.1, your purchase of personal license to use the digital products for private use. Your license to use the digital products is not transferable unless indicated by applicable local laws. 13.5.2, this means that you can use a digital product in the forms described in the license, but you do not own the digital product. 1.4, the software is granted to you under license, not sold to you. You are granted a limited, non-exclusive, non-transferable personal license to run or use the software for private and non-commercial use on the intended system or device. This license is only effective from the release date of the software indicated, the early access date or the release date of the beta. We reserve all rights in the software that you are not listed as guaranteed, including the intellectual product of the virtual content is guaranteed to you under license. You do not own it. Sony Entertainment System may terminate your access to virtual content, both paid and free. If you violate the system terms, if any account associated with the software is closed, terminated, prohibited or suspended, or if the software is modified in accordance with section 3.2 so that the virtual content is interpreted, you understand and agree that in addition to the license of the virtual content subject to terms of purchase and cancellation of the store/merchant, the availability of such content is not guaranteed, prices are subject to change, and the size of the order may be limited without prior notice. The purchase of virtual content license may be non-refundable. Please carefully review the terms and conditions of the virtual content store/merchant. So, there you have it. You do not own something which you click purchase on. No disc, no buy. And this is crazy. This is what I'm talking about. They are taking the fucking piss. They don't treat us like customers. They don't treat us as individuals. They don't treat us like people. They just think that we're consumers and we're just going to do this and just shell out peas just for the sake of it. We're just NPCs who just pay people money for the sake of it, regardless if we have it or not, or regardless if we can afford it or not. This is how they see us. They don't respect us. They don't respect us, they don't care about us, so why the fuck should we respect them and why should we care about them? And this is why I said in my previous video, yeah, that like, if purchasing isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing.
In the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again.
If purchasing isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Sony can go and fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. And if Microsoft and Nintendo and any corporation want to back them up and take this stance, they go fuck themselves too. And clearly the Access Media are on the same bullshit. Because I said this before, the Access Gaming Media are the biggest enablers when it comes to these corpo fucks. And the reason why I say that is because instead of just reporting the news and the facts and letting us customers and us fans of these consoles and these games make up our own decisions when it comes to buying or not buying these things, or how we want to look at things, they want to run interference for these fucks. They're more concerned about ad revenue. They're more concerned about access. They're more concerned about looking like they have the right political views to their so-called colleagues. That's all they care about. All they care about is access, which means that they are beholden to these corpo fucks. That means that a corporation like Sony thinks that they can come out and they can run their mouth and tell us basically, we don't give a fuck about what you think or feel, this is how it's going to be. If you don't like it, then basically go and kick rocks. Or better yet, we believe that you're still going to just invest anyway. And instead of these woke gaming access media that actually turning around and just not taking a stance and just basically saying, look, this is what it is, they want to act like what Sony's doing is okay by saying, oh, well, Valve has done it, oh, Nintendo's done it, oh, like, you know, Xbox has done it, they got similar terms and conditions, when that's not even really true. Like, Valve don't have the same terms and conditions as Sony. They don't. GOG definitely doesn't have the same terms and conditions as Sony or Microsoft or as Nintendo. They don't. So it's lies, it's fucking bullshit. And this is what I don't like about the gaming access media. So listen, there is a protest, you know what I'm saying? Protesting PlayStation 5 players now plan to permanently black out, meaning no GTA or Wolverine. Consoles must remain unplugged indefinitely. And you know what? Listen, I said this before, yeah, as gamers, as customers, the way that we should vote is via our wallets. If we don't like something, we don't like the way the corporation is acting, we don't like the way that these developers are acting, we don't like the way that the publishers are acting or upper management for these developers are acting, then we need to take a stance and vote with our wallet.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
We've got people that are fighting for us. We've got organizations or entities that are fighting for us. We've got cyberleaks in the shadows doing the devil's work for us. You know what I'm saying? The gaming devil's work for us. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga.
And we've got Stop Kidding Games that are working in the light. You know what I'm saying? Like dealing with legislation and stuff like that. That are doing the gaming gods work for us.
My nigga.
And we need to do our part as well as mere gaming mortals. You know what I'm saying? We need to do our part as well, which is vote with our wallet. And also, if it means that we go on a blackout, then that's what needs to happen. Because these corporations think they run shit and they don't run it. We are the ones that dictate the flow of market. They provide the product that the market actually wants, and the market dictates whether it's valuable or not the other way round.
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
And this is what's going on. So do you know what? I am in total agreement of this blackout. And we've got another tweet here. Does it play? Day one of the PlayStation blackout in the books. Quick update. The previous mention dated the 23rd to the 30th is a minimum requirement to make it easy for more people to join. Everyone is encouraged to go indefinitely until Sony changes course. Pedal to the metal or we won't get anywhere. And I like that term. Pedal to the metal or we're not going anywhere. If you drive, you get that straight away. You know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know how effective this is going to be because I know that GTA 6 is coming out at some point. You got like people that are waiting for Marvel Wolverine and there's a lot of pre-orders. And I don't know if us gamers, us customers, the ones that are going to be doing this blackout, I don't know if they're going to be able to like hold off. I don't know. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I hope this gets a big turnout. I really do. I pray to the gaming gods. You know what I'm saying? I pray to the gaming gods that we get a massive turnout. And even if we do or we don't, again, please vote with the wallet. If you don't agree with something, don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? Sony just basically told you we don't own shit. So we're paying full price for games that we don't own.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
There's talks about, oh, like the terms and conditions are very similar to the physical games, to the physical media. But even if that is true, we can still sell it and we can still recoup money. And this is part of the reason why Sony and a lot of these companies want to go from physical to digital, because they want to do all this bullshit. And the thing is that I don't think that any company should be able to do this until there's regulations and laws put in place in every single country. Because this is foul, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is clearly wrong. So listen, I don't know your thoughts, opinions or feelings in regards to what Sony have just come out and said. I don't even know if you even know about any of this. This might be the first time you're coming across a video like mine and finding out about this. And listen, I'm just a small YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? Tiny in the grander scheme of YouTube channels. But listen, like if I can even just show 10 people Wagwan, then my job is done. You know what I'm saying? I have the smallest channel, smallest platform, if that's what you want to call it. I will use it to its fullest potential. And this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. So, cyber leaks, keep your foot on Sony's and Rockstar's neck. Keep on doing the work in the shadows. And stop killing games, keep on doing your work in the light. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing your work in the light. And for my fellow gamers out there, we got to do our work as well. We have to vote with our wallet and we have to do blackouts like this. We have to apply that pressure on Sony and these corpo fucks necks from 3 different angles. That's what we need to do. Regardless if Stop Killing Games agree with cyber leaks or not, or cyber leaks agrees with Stop Killing Games about how they're choosing to go about it. At the end of the day, listen, we need it from 3 different angles, from all aspects.
Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
You said something gay.
So, yeah, man, dark times, people, dark times. I fear for the future of gaming. I fear for the next generation. To be honest with you, yeah, I don't even know if I'm even going to buy a PS6 or even look to think about buying a PS6. A PlayStation 5 might be the last console I might ever buy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's dark times. It's very dark times out here. My fellow gamers, my fellow G's, it's dark times. Anyway, thoughts, opinions or feelings in the comment section down below. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you like this video or any of my content. You can also hit me up on the socials, Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. Jay's Gamepad across the board. You ain't got to tap, press anything else but that. And also, if you want to find me on, do you know what, yeah, fuck that, I'm not even going to say the PlayStation. If you want to find me on Steam, my gaming name is Jay's Gamepad. I'm not going to say the PlayStation thing until this thing sorts itself out, until Sony, this corpo fuck, comes correct and redeems themselves, and these developers like Rockstar come correct and redeem themselves too. So I guess I'll see you and speak to you real soon.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.